Do you remember this? Do you remember the excitement passing through you at this sound, at being taken to a place far, far away, to a different time, a different world, letting the show take you where it would? Do you remember the magic of Hollywood? I do, but now it seems to have evaporated in a last sprinkle of pixie dust, replaced by some barren corporatized wasteland, with shambling hollowed out husks of shows streaming around, bumping into one another, grappling wild-eyed at any passer-by so that they could watch just one little season of what they have to offer. I don't have that magic anymore. I used to be a huge cinephile, going to the cinema every week, often twice a week, sometimes even more. I can't remember the last time I went now. And chances are whatever it was I watched wasn't very good anyhow. So what happened? Did our culture change? Did our technology? Our tastes? Our viewing habits? Have I changed? Have you? Certainly our culture is becoming ever faster paced, boosted by new technologies and new communication methods, these technologies forming habits, new expectations and demands. We ever need a quicker fix now. Go, 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 never slowing, never wanting to pause and let something breathe, never taking stock or stepping back from it all. Bigger is better, we need more, don't worry about the quality, it's quantity, drown them in numbers, flood them with streaming services, adaptations of adaptations, reimaginings of reimaginings. More on your plate is what everyone wants, never look at what it's made from, never examine the Soylent Green. In this climb, much of modern entertainment is pitted directly against what is needed for good, solid character development. Quick fixes are the bane of good storytelling. I've certainly changed. I've reacted. Adapted is perhaps a better word, to all the stimuli given us by modern entertainment. The first thing is I'm not very entertained by much of it anymore. I'm hardened, more cynical, bitter. Scripting quality has dropped, plotlines simplified, and everything seems to have some agenda in it now. Can't we just sit down and watch something without being lectured at? Can't we just be entertained for an hour or two? Now every time I turn on the TV I feel like I've been enrolled in some blue-haired gender studies class. Hollywood too has changed. Or has it? I suspect Hollywood has always been hypocritical, egotistical, narcissistic. Actors are actors after all. The very thing that drives them to perform is built upon the dark personality tetrad: manipulation, psychopathy, narcissism, and sadism. Just look at any highly rated model on Instagram pulling duck faces in their swimwear 7 days a week. Do you really think these are measured, down-to-earth people? So no. Perhaps Hollywood hasn't changed. It's just that we can see it now. In the days of yore, you didn't know that Marilyn Monroe and JFK were drug-addled sex addicts. Just ask about the tapes J. Edgar Hoover had on them. Or that John Wayne, famed for playing cowboys, absolutely hated Native Americans in real life. Talk about method acting. You didn't care about it because you didn't hear about it, and what was out there was usually kept behind closed doors, not screamed down a megaphone at you every morning. Nowadays, all it takes is for any 19-year-old nitwit to get itchy fingers and suddenly the whole world is given a 280 character limit colonoscopy. And then even worse, it's the political stuff. As if we should care what some octogenarian multi-millionaire make-believer tells us about how we should vote. Oh, please let Patton Oswalt give me my political views. Take my word for it, the best thing Hollywood could ever do is blanket ban every actor from ever engaging in social media. And then we come to the writers. Writers have changed. Once upon a time, writers had lives. These were the generations that had served in World War II, lived through Vietnam. Now the most taxing thing half these hacks have had is choosing between a pumpkin spice latte or a salted pretzel coca frappuccino at Starbucks. Take a look at the writing rooms of today and compare them to those of 40, 50 or 60 years ago. I think you'll see what I mean. They have no life experience on which to draw. They have faced no adversity, no hardships, which means they don't know how to create characters that do, or even understand that it's those very things, to live, to love, to lose, and to pick yourself up from the dirt and try again, that give people strength and fortitude of character. And the diversity that they so clamour for is patently missing from their works. Not the external, superficial diversity they are so obsessed over, but the internal diversity of different thoughts and ideals, cultures and values. If you don't think like them, act like them and talk like them, you're out. And that, I think, is why real people who don't live in these self-aggrandizing safe spaces of Hollywood ego enemas, are increasingly becoming disillusioned with what Tinseltown produces. It's why I almost never get the tingles anymore seeing a new product of theirs plonked down before me to consume whole, never bite into it and look on the inside. All that magic has left me now, and I want to go. Go to a place a long time ago and far, far away, where good storytelling and interesting characters existed. Wanna come with?